We are constantly in fight or flight throughout the day. We're constantly overstimulated. That body is always nagging and nagging. Our body is trying to tell us something. Hi Fam Bam, hi leaders. Today we're going to talk about the most important step to unlimited energy. So we are going to be talking about in an upcoming video the importance of our brain waves and our nervous system and how that equates to more energy. And some of you who follow me on Instagram may have seen a little quiz that I put there. And the quiz was, what is my number one tip for more energy now? And answer A was get a therapy dog, because I had a picture with my therapy dog. 2 was get more sleep. 3 was mindset. Now, most of you guys picked mindset, and this is how I know you're my people, because you guys know I'm all about mindset, and I think mindset can change a lot. It can change everything, really. But I did find that mindset can be really difficult to adjust or master when the body is unhappy. To have a happy mindset when your body is really unhappy, it's not impossible. I've definitely seen it done, but it takes a special kind of person, and that body is always nagging and nagging, and that's why we get grumpy when we're tired, grumpy when we're hungry, because our body is trying to tell us something. It's trying to let us know something. So I always say happy body, happy mind, but it was kind of a trick question, because mindset, I think mindset is huge and the most powerful thing. But I think if you want more energy now, the fastest and most effective way is to focus on your sleep. So how many of you would want more sleep, or feel like you want to feel more rested when you wake up, feeling refreshed and energized for the day? How many of you want that? Say me in the comments below. And I want to know what you feel when you wake up. So let me know what it feels like when you wake up. If you are feeling refreshed and energized, I want to know if that's you. It would just be interesting to see how many of you guys feel refreshed versus feel totally depleted and not well rested when you wake up. For me, it really depends on the day. If I have really good sleep cycles and I maintain a good sleep routine, I feel ready for the day. I feel amazing. I wake up like on the dot, no alarm clock, just want to bounce out of bed and go. And then if I miss like just an hour or two of sleep, I feel like I'm not wanting to get out of bed. And I'm almost conditioned to try to get more sleep. So I go to bed earlier, and then I try to sleep in longer. I try to wake up slow, those sort of things. But the most important thing about sleep, and the reason it's important, is because of the brain waves. And we're going to go into more detail in an upcoming video, but really sleep is where we're supposed to regenerate. It's supposed to be where our body does the housekeeping. It is supposed to cleanse the cells, cleanse the body. It's supposed to relax, restore. It metabolizes so much in that time period. And most often what's going on is we're so overstimulated that in our sleep, we're not getting into those lower brainwave states that are actually promoting regeneration. So imagine this as like charging your phone or your computer. Have you ever had like a dud battery or a dud charging cable? So you charge the phone and it says it's charging, and then you come back like hours later and it looks like it's barely charged, like it's only charged 1 or 2% more, and you're like, this is not supposed to take this long to recharge. Well, when we're overstimulated throughout the day and we're not getting to those deeper levels of sleep, that's basically what we're doing. We're plugging into a charging station that is not fully restoring or charging us. And what's going on is we're constantly in fight or flight throughout the day. We're constantly overstimulated. We're constantly concerned and doing a million things in one, and we're not taking the time to relax, take deep breaths, or balance out all this overstimulation. The other thing is we're on devices a lot, like phones and computers. This has like the blue light stuff, and that does definitely mess with your brain waves, and that's why night shift exists on the phone. That's why the blue light glasses are starting to get really popular, because it does disrupt those brainwave patterns, and especially if you're looking at those screens before you go to bed And I'm one of those people. You know, me and my husband, we always like watching a documentary or TED Talks before we go to bed. We stretch and stuff. I read a lot on my phone. I keep trying to switch back to my Kindle. That's why I have a Kindle, really, so that I can avoid this blue light. And I notice a mega difference personally via when there's blue light or not. I've noticed when the night shift on my phone accidentally turns off, and I'm reading on my phone and I'm reading and I'm reading. I'm like, oh, why am I not getting to sleep? Like, I should be tired by now. And sure enough, I check and my blue light is on. So the night shift didn't turn on, or I turned it off for some reason. And I'm like, shucks. Okay, so kind of messed up my sleep cycle because I got sucked into my book and did not make sure that my blue light turned off. Another thing is pain and discomfort. If we are in a high stress lifestyle or mindset, if we're eating foods that cause lots of inflammation, which almost all fast foods, all processed foods are very inflammation promoting. A lot of what we eat, mixing lots of foods, increasing those levels of acidity, stress, short breathing, all these things increase inflammation in the body. And so we get to bed and we're like sore and uncomfortable and we feel stiff. If you do a lot of exercise, or you're trying to exercise but you're stressed on top of it, or you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to start feeling kinks and all this soreness start to occur, and that interrupts our level of sleep. It's super disruptive, and so it's kind of a like a snowball effect, you know. It's a downward cycle. So next thing would be like hormones. Like if you're in chronic fatigue, adrenal fatigue, hormones can affect this very much. It can be very telling, but I will say one of the things that changed my life when I was healing from chronic fatigue was realizing that I was just hungry. So a lot of times now I'll keep cooked rice in a dish in the fridge, just ready to eat. I'll keep singular protein bottles or shakes, really having something right then and there, because I can't shake or blend in the middle of the night. So just having something prepared, or really one of the things you could do is shake or blend before the night and then put it in the fridge. But a lot of times I don't want to get up out of bed because then it wakes me up, and so I just open my eyes, drink, and go back to sleep, and I know that'll get me back to sleep. So hunger is something that can be severely affected by imbalance of hormones, and if you wake up around 2 or 3 o'clock, just try eating like a couple bites of brown rice or drinking a protein shake and see if you get back to bed, because that changed my life and that was huge. And lastly is like stress and overthinking. We are going to cover overthinking in an upcoming video, and how to reduce that, because it's a big energy sucker, is overthinking. There are occasions where it's good, and you can probably tell I'm pretty good at overthinking. So it's a good topic for me to revisit. I like to spend a lot of my time overthinking because I'm a very analytical and deep thought person, but it does accumulate a lot of energy and can be very wasteful of time and energy. So there are things that you can do to combat this. The first thing is to try to tap into those relaxed states and take moments of breathing. You can get blue light glasses and make sure that your blue light or your night shift is on your phone and computer. For pain and discomfort, incorporating anti-inflammatory foods and doing things like yoga, seeing a physical therapist, having some sort of self-massage, myofascial release routine is so important when it comes to feeling at ease in your body. And that's huge for me. I'm in the process of getting certified for yin yoga, because yin yoga really focuses on myofascial release. And that's something we can talk more about if you're interested. But when it comes to like hormones as well, like if you are feeling any sort of chronic fatigue, please go get tested. I have a lot of you guys texting me and asking me to assess you and to determine like what it is that you need to do. And the most important thing that you need to figure out first is where your body's hormonal standpoint is and where it's out of balance. Shooting in the dark can be more long-term costly in time and money. And that's what I did. You know, I shot in the dark for almost 10 years before saying, that's it, I'm gonna get the tests, I'm gonna talk to multiple specialists, I'm gonna get different opinions and find an answer. And when I did that, I got an answer pretty quick. It took about 6 months to figure out what to do, and it took a year to stay on that track and recover. And I spent like 8 years prior to that. shooting in the dark, self-study, research. I think it's all good. I think it's all a necessity. But at the same time, utilize the knowledge and the intelligence of others who have also spent decades of their lives studying, and compound that interest, so to speak, or that wisdom to formulate your own conclusion. Of course, think for yourself, but don't negate the fact that people who have spent their time acquiring an expertise or skill probably have something good to share with you, or at least one nugget of value to add to your journey or your quest for a solution. And lastly, when it comes to stress and overthinking, this is everything we talk about in this whole channel. If you want to know more about overthinking and what to do about it, stick around for that video. It's coming, I think it's next week. Might be next week or the week after, but it's coming soon. And hopefully this helps you understand how to create sleep better. I do have a bedtime routine video that I'll stick in the link below, and I also have, I think, a how to get better sleep video, or tips for creating a sleep environment that I'll stick in the links below, in addition to this, so that you can hopefully cultivate a more successful environment and mindset for you to improve your sleep. And hopefully after this video, you understand the importance of sleep. And I really think if you just give it a try for the next 2 to 4 weeks and really try to prioritize your sleep, you're gonna see what an immense difference it makes in your energy and how important it is. And it really correlates. I mean, I could get everything right, exercise, diet, everything, mindset, I could get everything right, but if my sleep is off just by a couple hours, there's no way. Like, there's no way I feel like I have unlimited energy. So the sleep is really a massive piece. I mean, if I have sleep perfect, I can eat some junky foods. I can skip some meals. I can skip exercise, or I can really push my exercise hard to the point where my blood sugar tanks, and I can rebound so quick because I have the energy. I have the battery, or the power capacity to do so. So sleep is so important. And it's so easy and rewarding. It's very nice to do. It feels very good. So hopefully you guys get more sleep, and I hope this helps you out. Let me know if you like this. Questions, comments below. If the comments are still disabled, stick in the community tab somewhere, or reach out to me via DM or on my website. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me know how I can help you get more energy, how I can help you recover to those feelings of unlimited energy, so you can live, do, be more, feel more, experience more, and just ultimately be fulfilled and excited about life. That is my ultimate goal. And I thank you guys for being here and being a part of this high vibe community. I will see you guys next week. Ciao for now.